Well, hi kids. It is so good to be back with you this week, and I brought a special bag with me. My bag that has God's got this, because I wanted us to remember God's got everything. He cares about the little things in life because he looks at the big picture. And he wants you to know no matter what you've got going on, it's the little things that make a difference. So I want to take a look at some little things I have in my bag and show you what I mean by that. So this first thing I'm going to pull out here is this cup. And this cup has a little tiny gem in it. Look at that. Little tiny gem. Just all by itself, it's really nothing. But what happens when we just add these little tiny gems? I don't know. By itself, it's really nothing. But see, to God, everything matters. Even those little tiny gems matter. You know what? Let's take a look at something else in our bag. Oh, how about this? This definitely mattered this year. This little tiny bottle of hand sanitizer, using just a little tiny bit, we learned how much that matters to us. In fact, oh man, I could totally take a bath in this. We learned so much about this hand sanitizer and what a difference it makes in our lives by eating and touching things. And now I think the little tiny sanitizer is going to be with us for a long time. What is something else in my bag? Oh, look at this. Little tiny box. And it's got some little tiny things in it. They're called earplugs. And these earplugs make a difference. These little tiny things make a difference in, and I take them out. Oh, look, I can hear again, but when I put them back in, oh, yeah, I mean, they block out so much sound, just those little tiny earplugs. Oh goodness, what about this? Balloon. The balloon by itself is just sitting there, no big deal, but what happens when I put a little tiny bit of air in it? It takes on a totally different form. And in fact, it takes on a form so much so that we use these for celebrations. We use these for a great thing to say, you're special, you matter. Oh, what else do I have in here? Oh goodness. In fact, what happens when we use an ordinary marshmallow? Oh, by itself, it's pretty cool. What happens when I add just a little bit of Nutella to it? Let's find out. That is so good. But what happens when I take an ordinary marshmallow and I do something that's not quite so good? What happens when I take the little thing, instead of adding Nutella, and I add fire to it? See, the little things do matter. And when we make a change or make a bad choice, it does matter, because what happens is it changes our outcome. It changes the way we do things. And what happens is it takes on a form that is not pleasing to God. What happens with the little things that we do that don't turn out to be so well is it does have a consequence. It does make a difference in the big picture. It turns out pretty ugly. That's not pleasing. See, the little things do matter to God, but it's the big things. It's how things come out. It's how the little things turn out in the big picture, which really matters. Let me show you something here. So remember this little gem here, just one little thing, and how we began adding it to see what the bigger picture would look like? Well, take a look at this. See, when we put those little decisions that we make, the little things that matter, and we pull back and we take a look at the big picture, look at that. See, our choices, our little choices, make a big difference in the big picture. God cares about all the little choices that we make. Make good choices. Your little things do matter to God. Take them to Him, because He's got the big picture in mind for you. See you later. Have a great week.